In 1978, charge nurse Patricia Dolan signed off on her midnight count at Ward 4 north of Harmon Creek Hospital in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. And then 12 patients were gone by morning, with every locked door still sealed, every window latched from the inside, and a night's worth of access logs and corridor footage turning up nothing. That is the problem. Ward 4 North was a short-term psychiatric observation unit on the hospital's third floor, East Wing. 14 beds. One entrance and one exit, the same door, secured by a key-coded electromagnetic lock that printed a time-stamped log of every swipe, every entry, every departure. The windows were standard psychiatric fixtures, fixed-pane glass, sealed, not designed to open. The patients were not a flight risk. Most had been admitted for routine evaluation following accidents or acute trauma responses. 3 were on their first night in the building. Patricia Dolan had worked that ward for 9 years. She was 43, methodical, and known among staff for meticulous documentation. She described the shift later in her own words as the quietest she could remember. No disturbances, no call lights, no requests from the floor after 10 o'clock. She completed her final bed check at 11:47 p.m., noted 12 patients present, and clocked out at 6:15 a.m. after briefing the arriving day charge nurse. His name was Robert Hillier. He swiped in at 6:22 a.m. The ward was empty. 12 beds, 12 corners made tight and square. The common room television on volume low, tuned to the early local news. A paperback left open and face down on the arm of a chair, spine cracked at page 84 as if the reader had set it down intending to return. No exit had been swiped. The lock log from midnight to 6:22 a.m. shows one event, Hillier entering. Nothing out. Police arrived within 40 minutes and searched the wing for 17 hours. They searched it again the following morning. They brought in dogs, which gave no alert at any exit point, any interior wall, any utility chase or service corridor adjacent to the floor. The overnight orderly assigned to the neighboring Ward 4 South had neither seen nor heard anything unusual. The corridor camera covering the only entrance to 4 North recorded uninterrupted footage through the entire night, a still, empty hallway, until Hillier's swipe appeared at 6:22. 12 people were in that ward at 11:47 p.m. By 6:22 a.m. they were not. Nothing in between. No movement, no alarm, no record. The leading theory was straightforward. Dolan or an undocumented second staff member had transferred the patients to another facility, the paperwork left incomplete or misfiled. Hospital administration happens. Records get lost. The explanation required no impossible assumptions, only human error at scale. But Harmon Creek's administration confirmed there were no transfer orders issued that night. No receiving facility in the county or adjacent counties reported an intake surge matching that date. The ambulance dispatch log for Westmoreland County shows 0 runs originating from Harmon Creek between midnight and 6 a.m. The state health department's own records confirm it. 12 patients were admitted to Ward 4 North between October 6th and October 7th, 1978. Not one discharge record exists for any of them. Remember the lock log, sealed, no exits, no entries except Hillier at 6:22 a.m. Investigators brought in structural engineers, who confirmed the East Wing had no non-standard access points, no false walls, no decommissioned passages. A private investigator retained by 3 of the families spent nearly a year pulling internal memos, union grievance records, and state licensing filings. He found one document of note, a 2-page memo from the hospital's medical director, dated October 11, 1978, 3 days after the disappearance, referencing a resolved administrative matter pertaining to 4 North. The attachment the memo referenced was never located. The medical director died in 1991. His records were not retained by the estate. Here is the detail that surfaced quietly, almost as a footnote in the investigative record, and which has no satisfactory explanation. The overnight orderly on Ward 4 South told investigators that around 2 a.m., he had noticed something through the small wired glass window set into the 4 North Ward door as he passed during his own rounds. He said the interior lights were off, not dimmed, off. He assumed patients were sleeping and someone on staff had killed the overheads. He did not stop. He did not open the door. Ward 4 North's interior lights ran on a separate circuit from the entrance light, which the corridor camera confirms remained lit all night. The circuit log shows no toggling event recorded. No one was authorized to cut power to a patient ward without a floor supervisor's sign-off. No sign-off was ever filed. Harmon Creek Hospital closed in 1994. The East Wing was partially demolished in 2003. Ward 4 North no longer stands. 11 of the 12 families filed missing persons reports. Several settled quietly with the hospital's liability insurer in the early 1980s. The terms were sealed. None of the 12 patients were ever found. The case carries no official resolution, no charges, no explanation on file, no body, no trace. Just a locked log, a made bed, and a novel open at page 84. Somebody put that book down expecting to come back to it. Why didn't they?